1959 wasn't just doo-wop nostalgia. It was the year a bunch of R&B misfits crashed the charts, then vanished. Today we're dusting off 12 forgotten one-hit wonders whose songs still hit hard, even if their names didn't last for long. 12. Rod Bernard. This Should Go On Forever.
This should go on forever.
Number 12, This Should Go On Forever by Rod Bernard is swamp pop in its purest late 50s form, floating somewhere between country, New Orleans, R&B, and teen ballad. The groove leans on a slow triplet feel, a softly brushed backbeat,
My soul will never be free.
and a bass line that walks instead of thumping 4 on the floor. Harmonically, it's a simple IV-4V cycle. But the magic is in Bernard's phrasing. He drags notes across the bar line so the melody always feels slightly behind, like he's refusing to let the moment end. There's slap-back echo on the vocal and guitar that makes the room sound bigger than the band, a classic small studio trick.
My soul will never be free.
Cut by a regional Louisiana artist and picked up for wider release, it turned into a national hit and, for most listeners, the single line on Bernard's pop resume. Forever. 11. Travis and Bob. Tell Him No. At number 11, Tell Him No by Travis and Bob sounds gentle on the surface, but everything underneath is as tense. The record borrows the close harmony template of the Everly Brothers.
When he asks for a date, tell him no.
Two voices locked in tight thirds, almost moving as one instrument. Rhythmically, it's a straight backbeat with light drums and acoustic guitar, leaving tons of space around the vocal so the lyric feels exposed. The chords live in that classic IV-4V-50s loop.
To go to a party, it's alright.
But the hook has a stop-start rhythm on the title phrase, like a worried friend grabbing your arm. It gave the duo their one big pop moment before the wave moved on quickly. 10. Eugene Church and the Fellows. Pretty Girls Everywhere.
A pretty girl, pretty girl, everywhere I go.
Number 10. Pretty Girls Everywhere by Eugene Church and the Fellows is late 50s R&B, right on the edge of becoming early soul. The groove is a swinging shuffle, with the drummer locking a loose backbeat while the bass walks in steady quarter notes, pushing the song forward.
And there's a pretty girl there. Pretty girl. Pretty girl.
Harmonically, it leans on blues changes, but the arrangement is pure doo-wop. Background voices answering the lead, block oohs on sustained chords, and little wordless hooks between lines. Church's vocal pops slightly ahead of the beat, giving the lyric a restless, searching feel that matches the theme. It became his big national calling card and lasting signature forever after.
Pretty girl, yeah.
Every road I walk.
And if you think that one was underrated, wait till you hear the instrumental that quietly rewired half the early 60s garage bands. 9. The Fabulous Wailers. Tall, Cool One. Number 9, Tall, Cool One by the Wailers is a study in how much attitude you can pack into a mostly instrumental track. The tempo sits in a lazy mid-tempo pocket, with the drummer riding a simple backbeat and light cymbal splashes that leave tons of space. Harmonically, it barely moves, staying on a minor blues vamp built around the 1 and flat 7, so the tension comes from dynamics in tone rather than chord changes. The lead guitar plays short, clipped phrases drenched in reverb, almost like it's answering an invisible vocal line. Sax stabs and low-end piano fills act like punctuation marks, giving the track that Northwest garage R&B feel years before it explodes nationally. It's cool without trying, a teenager's fantasy of walking into a room in slow motion, soundtrack already rolling. 8. The Fiestas. So Fine.
So fine, yeah.
Number 8. So Fine by the Fiestas is doo-wop that's already halfway to 60s soul. Rhythmically, it rides a straight 8th note groove instead of a shuffle, with snare on 2 and 4 and a bass line that outlines the root and 5th.
But I know you love me so.
The harmonic movement is classic Ivy 4V, but the real hook is the vocal arrangement. The lead melody jumps up into a falsetto on the word fine, while the background singers answer with block chords that sound like a horn section. There's a triplet feel in the way the lead delays phrases against the beat,
Because my baby tell me so.
creating push-pull between smooth and urgent, recorded for an indie label and then picked up for national distribution. It cut through radio because the mix is dry and upfront. It feels like the group is in your living room. 7. The Falcons. You're So Fine. Number 7. You're So Fine by the Falcons is where gospel phrasing crashes straight into R&B. The rhythm section plays it like a slow church stomp, drums on 2 and 4, bass in half notes, guitar chopping off beat chords. The progression is a basic Afro-V frame, but the raw intensity comes from the lead vocal pushing and cracking, then dropping into almost spoken asides. Background voices don't just pad the harmony, they respond like a congregation, answering lines and filling gaps with shouts and held notes. There's noticeable tape saturation on the loudest peaks, so when the singer leans in, the whole track distorts slightly in a way and later soul records would copy on purpose. It sounds less like a studio production and more like someone accidentally captured lightning in a small Detroit room. If you're vibing with these forgotten gems, hit like and subscribe so we can keep digging up the R&B tracks everybody else left in the attic. Because the next record didn't just chart, it helped rewrite what a guitar could do on an R&B song. 6. Frank Virtue and the Virtues. Guitar Boogie Shabishy Shuffle. Number 6. Guitar Boogie Shuffle is basically a crash course in how the electric guitar took over late 50s R&B and rock and roll. Structurally, it's a 12-bar blues in A, but the feel is straight 8ths instead of a swing shuffle, which tightens everything up. The lead guitar runs a constant boogie-woogie pattern on the low strings, then answers itself with short treble side licks that lean on bends and double stops rather than big jazzy chords. The rhythm guitar chops clipped off beat accents, while bass and drums lock into a simple 2 and 4 backbeat. Turning the original guitar boogie into something leaner and more aggressive. Big J McNeely and Band, feat. Little Sonny Warner. There is something on your mind.
There is something on your mind, honey.
Number 5. There Is Something on Your Mind is slow burn R&B that shows how close the genre was to birthing deep soul. The tempo sits in a 12/8 ballad feel, with drums playing light triplet hi-hat and rim shot accents while the bass moves in long legato phrases.
You want me to try and forget you.
Instead of flashy sax honks, Big J pulls back. The horn lines are sparse, like commentary around the vocal. Little Sonny Warner's delivery is half sung, half spoken, stretching syllables across the bar so the listener leans in. Harmonically, it's simple, but the drama comes from dynamics. The band swells and drops under the narrative like a live sermon.
If you ever think about me, pretty baby.
You can hear tape hiss and room noise between phrases, making it feel like a club performance accidentally captured on record. 4. Frankie Ford, Sea Cruise.
Old man rhythm is in my shoe. It's no
Number 4, Sea Cruise is New Orleans R&B distilled into 2.5 minutes of pure bounce. Under the hood, it's a boogie in F, but the rhythm section plays a second line inspired pattern. Snare accents on unexpected offbeats, roll-in piano triplets, and a bass line that walks, then suddenly locks into repeated riffs. The horns punch short, syncopated figures that answer the vocal, almost like a brass band trying to squeeze onto a rock and roll stage. Frankie Ford's voice is mixed hot and bright, full of yelps, shouts, and that signature ooh-wee baby tag, cutting through the dense arrangement.
feel like jumping, baby, won't you join me, please?
Sound effects, ship's horn, bell, crowd noise frame the whole thing like a party on a dock. And just when you think we've peaked with party anthems, number 3 takes that teenage heartbreak drama and turns it into a full-on sprint home. 3. The Impalas. Sorry, I ran all the way home. Number 3. Sorry, I ran all the way home sounds like Teenage Panic pressed it straight onto vinyl. Rhythmically, it's a medium-fast 4/4 with a light shuffle feel, snares snapping on 2 and 4, while the bass walks in steady quarter notes that feel like running footsteps.
I ran all the way.
The chord progression is classic late 50s pop, cycling through I, V-I-V-V. But the real drama is in the phrasing. The lead vocal rushes phrases slightly ahead of the beat, then pulls back on the words sorry, mirroring the story. The multi-racial Brooklyn lineup and clean radio-ready production helped it cross over from R&B stations to mainstream pop.
I didn't mean to make you cry. Let's make
It became a massive hit and pretty much locked the Impalas into one immortal moment of teenage regret. 2. Nina Simone, I Loves You Porgy.
I've got my man now.
Number 2, I Loves You Porgy is a technical masterclass in how to turn a Broadway song into an R&B adjacent ballad without losing its depth. The tempo is slow and rubato at the edges.
If you can keep me, I'm gonna stay here.
Even though there's a pulse, Nina's phrasing floats over it, stretching and compressing time. The arrangement is sparse, piano front and center, with bass and brushed drums mixed low so they feel like a heartbeat, not a full rhythm section. Her tone shifts from almost classical purity on the high notes to a huskier, gospel-tinged sound on the low ones.
When he calls me, but when he
On the charts, it was her one big pop single, but musically it opened a whole lane where jazz, R&B, and art song could live together. 1. Phil Phillips and the Twilights, Sea of Love. Number 1, Sea of Love is the kind of record that sounds like it was recorded inside a dream's dream. It's in a slow 6/8, with the drums marking a gentle triplet pulse and the bass gliding rather than walking, giving the whole track a floating sensation. The harmony is deceptively simple, mostly I-V-V with occasional color tones, but the arrangement builds atmosphere through echo and space. Phil Phillips sings in a soft, almost hushed tenor, then suddenly jumps into a near falsetto on key words, creating a tidal push and pull. Cut in a small Louisiana studio, it somehow turned into one of the most recognizable slow dance ballads of the era, while Phillips himself never scored another hit on that level, making this as the ultimate one-hit R&B wonder of 1959. If you enjoyed revisiting these lost 1959 gems, don't dip out yet. hit like, subscribe, and slide into the next countdown where we jump forward to 1970 and uncover another dozen forgotten one-shot classics that still bang today, but barely anyone remembers by name. Your playlist will seriously thank you. AVSDs. Estas www.youtube.com. Watch VSS is a Waiku Ishmael in 46K.